Hi, guys. Welcome back to the RUMA Mill here with Big Rosé and Uma B. Hi, Rosé.
What's Gucci? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I just had my new show that premiered on Plenty of Fish. It's a featured stream called Heart to Heart Conversations with myself and my co-host, No Time for Games and Mr. 6'6". So I'm feeling really, like on that rush when you start something new and it went well and you're just basking in all of that. I'm just kind of like in that energy right now. So yeah, I'm excited.
That's good. New feature stream on a different platform. It's
Right.
always good.
Yeah. Information, right? Information overload is what we're doing here at the Lotus Lounge. Are you
That's what's up.
enjoying summer?
Yeah, summer. Summer just started, and I went to a 21 Savage concert. I've been to Florida for the Meetme thing, and I went to a wedding, and we just hit July. So summer is going perfectly fine to me.
Summer is summering for you.
Yeah, and then today my cousin wound up was in DC, and she pulled up on her girlfriend. She's a what we call it, butch. Um, Listen, I call her that anyway. I mean, you know, she's a stud. I guess that's what you would call it. I call it butch.
Shout out to Dante. If you decided to beat his butt, I would not mind.
Right? Listen. But she had her girl with her, and they look like Gunna and Tyler. So that was the joke for me today. I was calling
Who's
him
Gunnar
Gunna.
and Tyler?
Gunna is the rapper that sing yeah,
Oh.
and Tyler is the one who sing Make Me Sweat.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was the whole joke. That's why I kept calling him that.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm glad you got to see your cousin and just hang out. And you're going to New York soon. So are you excited about that?
I got anxiety about going to New York because of all the noise, the migrants. Excuse me, if listen. Nah, I'm serious. Like it's a different energy out there. I haven't been there since, but I gotta go because I'm always the person saying if you don't go back to New York in a certain amount of time, you lose that pass. I'm even saying words country now. Nah, I just got a little anxiety about going back, but other than that, it's gonna be the same. Normal. Get to see Soraya, Tunkies.
That's his little niece. So who
Good
he
to see
absolutely
Tunkies.
loves and adores.
Little
All right,
demon.
let's get into it. We have some topics for tonight. It is summertime, so some of the topics are slowing down, but let's start off with this election debate. We
I
had
think
former President Trump, current President Biden go up in a debate. And for those of you that are watching live, what are your thoughts about that debate between Biden and Trump? And I'm going to ask you, Rosé, because I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't watch it. This is the first time in my life I am unsure if I will vote. I'll tell you something. I was so proud to be an American citizen. And the minute I turned 18 and I got the chance to vote, I've been voting every single election. I have not missed an election. But this might be the first election I sit out. Yeah. Mr.
listen,
Perfect said Biden looked like a dummy. Well,
listen. I'm gonna keep it honest, and I'm gonna be. I watched the debate. I watched it fair. Trump. I'm gonna tell you, Biden looked a little older and elder, and he lost. To me, he lost the first half of the debate because he just wasn't on timing. He wasn't on timing. And to me, he lost the whole debate, but I'm going to give him his credit on the second half of the debate because he was saying some good points and some things, but it's hard listening to Biden because he takes so long to talk, and then sometimes he drifts off into a whole nother story. So it's just like it's like he doesn't have like his bearings together, I would say. So, but other than that, you understand?
So
I
we have
don't
a
want
lot
to.
of people in the comments that are agreeing with you. Mr. Perfect, Sagittarius are saying Trump bodied him. And
Listen,
I noticed that was the general consensus online, is that even people that are Democrats were saying that they were not impressed, they were disillusioned with the choice. Do you feel that the Democrats would make a change in sending Biden up for the reelection, or they might choose another candidate? Can
they
they choose another
it's
candidate?
a lot of talk saying they thinking he's not good enough, so they saying he might step down. But the reason why, before I get into anything else, right? I know who won this debate, but I'm not with the new hotness, like Mason Cameron say, like being on. Not saying nobody in here, but Trump was the worst. 5 years ago, he was the worst. And I didn't believe that. I believe all politicians lie. And that's just my thoughts. And Trump wasn't a politician. So you understand what I'm saying? And I just don't, all politicians lie. So Trump was a businessman and he did good things for the country, because now I ain't gonna lie, no matter if you were raised from an immigrant family or not, the migrants, and I'm not knocking nobody, the migrants is effing up the ecosystem.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. Allegedly.
So we
I
have some
agree.
comments. Sagittarius said, we need a quick, smart thinker in case we go to war. And I was noticing that they are of a certain age, and we're not age shaming here, guys. Come on, we're not doing that. But is anybody, this is my question to all of you guys, is anybody concerned about the age of these presidential candidates? I know for myself, it is a big factor for me being concerned about their ages. Do you feel like we should have an age cutoff for these presidential elections?
Yeah, I feel like, I'm not even gonna lie, Trump is getting to the age where he's too old. But Biden is at the age, y'all know where y'all driving, and then you see Grandma Sally behind the wheel. No offense to Grandma Sally. We love Grandma Sally. But Grandma Sally needs to get herself off the road or find her a driver. You understand? So sometimes when you get a certain age, your mobilities and your functions don't work the same. And I feel like, yeah, we should have they should have a cutoff limit, probably like 70, 65 or 70. I agree with that. They should have a cutoff limit. But it's the same people in power though, to me. It's the same. Bush, Barack, Biden. Biden was in the office for 8 years as a vice president. You understand? So it's a lot. Like, and then he's giving away the money. We have a homeless epidemic in every state. And the money's going to Ukraine and the Gaza and all this stuff. And it's just crazy.
So Sagittarius in the comments said the illegal immigrants are stealing our tax money. Biden is legalizing them and allowing them to live for free on our money. I kind of disagree with that though, because I feel I'm an immigrant to this country, and I know I've contributed, I've paid taxes, I've been a part of the community. Now, albeit I'm not an illegal citizen, but do you guys really feel that? Do you feel that the people that are here illegally are draining the system?
I feel like it's a difference between migrant and immigrant. And I always try to tell people that. Migrant is somebody is where they was and they just keep moving around 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, whatever. An immigrant stays, builds, create family, and stay there. The only thing I gotta say about it is just I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I see the difference. I honestly see the difference. My friends all come from immigration backgrounds. and all that, and they see the difference. The ecosystem is messing up. It's a lot going on. People's not safe in the streets. Everybody's wearing masks still because of COVID. And they just giving up all the money. And there's homeless people that have been there for years, vets, all that. And they're starving. I think it should be a better way to handle it. I'm not going to say it's not fair. I'm not going to say, because some people really need the help. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel for them, but it has to have a better system, because it's people getting pushed out and these people is coming in.
So in the comments, we did get, not for Trump, asked me, she asked me, Rosé, are you a Trump supporter? Uma, how do you feel about Trump? I'm not a fan. I'm gonna be this is where me and Rosé, I love him to death. This is where we disagree. I'll let him speak for himself, but I am not a Trump supporter. I'm actually not a Biden supporter. I am right now disillusioned as an American citizen. I'm disillusioned with the choices that we have. And I'm kind of curious, like, how did we get here? You know that Deborah Cox song, How Did We Get Here? I just feel like, how did we get here? I mean, we were doing so good, you know? So let's talk about Project 2025. What is Project 2025?
It's a bunch of new laws that's coming out that they trying to get bipartisan law. I don't know everything, but like I said, that's what I was talking about. There's a lot of new things that I didn't get to do my due diligence in, but I know that Project 2025 is like, I think they're gonna take away they're trying to change the Constitution in certain ways, something like that. Yeah, Biden is screwing us. I totally agree.
I was about to say, that's the first time me hearing about Project 2025. So I'm going to definitely look into it. So what did you guys hope you were going to see out of that debate?
What I mean, to me, it's important to me because I'm from one of the big cities and my family still resides there. So like I watch Virginia news and Brooklyn news. That's me. I need to know what's going on here. I need to go what's going on there. And basically, man, the debate was a debacle anyway. Any way you put it, but it's like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna allow 4 more years of Biden letting people take away letting people, the migrants coming in and giving them all this stuff, and giving out the money to Ukraine and funding wars, and now you're about to be able to be drafted again. There's a lot of stuff coming on, and I just feel like the reason why I watched the debate is because I wanted to know. I wanted to actually see what's going on.
So yeah, I'm not a fan of that drafting thing because I got 2 sons and I'm not okay with that. No Time for Games said it's rough. Trump has done things for Black business owners, but doesn't care about non-business owners. How do you feel about that?
He's a businessman. It's like to take away emotion from it. That's how it's like Biden messing with the politicians. He's a politician. You're gonna expect that. If he's a businessman, I expect for him to mess Democrat. I'm trying to read the comments too.
Don't worry about it. I got the comments. You just finish your thought and I'll bring up the comments.
Basically, man, I just feel like we gotta do better. And for me being a Trump supporter, I have reasons. I'm not a full Trump supporter. I just like him better than Biden. That's all it is. And I feel like, why you can't like I'm not a whole Trump supporter, but why you can't like some of this and some of that? It's fucked, excuse my language, it's messed up where they make you choose, and this is what's dividing the country. As small as that is, not talking about her personally or anybody, I'm just saying the way it's divided, I can't even talk to my mother about politics without an argument. That's the whole thing of this. They trying to divide us. And that's it.
So
What made America great?
wait, hold on. So some people believe that Democrats are trying to remove Biden and make Kamala Harris run for president since the debate did not go as they planned. Do you think that's the general consensus? And what do you feel about Harris running for presidency?
She's even worse. I don't even know Kamala Harris. I only see her during election season. And she always look, she was at the and this how a segue into the BET Awards. She was like, I'm in them streets and I heard them Republicans or whatever she said is not like us. You see what I'm it's always the same play. If you play Madden, if you play football, you play video games, and you at the one yard line playing Madden, you're gonna run that power I. That's what they doing to us all the time. Gorilla, Fat Joe, the Democrats. One thing I respect about the Republicans is they ain't gonna pacify you. Democrats pacify, and America right now don't need no pacifier. Yeah, that's how I feel.
All right. So for those of you that are watching live, we do have an after show. So I want you guys to hold this energy. And after the show, we're going to invite you into the box so we can talk more about that great debate. Moving on, we did have the BET annual show. I did not watch it. I saw a little clip of Sexy Red. I'm going to be very honest. I'm just over it. Rosé loves Sexy Red.
No. I love that song. Let me tell you something. I'm a fair person. I don't like sex. First of all, I'm done with idolization of any of these people. Correct. I like the art. That music, that song is catchy. It's right for the time. It's a summer. It's good. I like it. I do not like Sexy Red music, though. I could like one song, though. I'm human. Yeah. So let's get that out. I don't like Sexy Red. But back to what I was saying about the BET Awards, it's like the talent. It's like, I hate to say this, but I wish it was back in the days where you found the artist, there's artist development, just like in sports. When a player gets drafted or gets signed, there's player development. They teach you how to rock the stage. They teach you stage presence, what not to say, what not to do. They don't have that no more. You could become famous off your phone by yourself. So it's like we getting all these artists and all this talent, but nobody's grooming the talent the right way. And this is why we're at a standstill in music. And this is why music is so terrible. And I listen to music all day. I know this. Most of the time I'm playing old school because the new school ain't cutting it.
I agree. So I feel like what we have right now is a breakdown in society. You know, we had back in the day, you know, of course, I'm listening to the 80s, 90s rappers, hip hop. And back in the day, we had an over sexualization. We had overindulgence. You know, you would have music videos with people pulling up with, you know, 10 Mercedes and BMWs and a lot of bling, like 10 chains and all of this stuff. And it was too much, you know, it was a overkill. And then to me, in my personal opinion, it feels like we went from that to now we just went straight to the hood, you know, and it's just it's hood life, which a lot of people don't know about, and it's showcasing that. But there's a pride in there, which I understand. Be proud of where you came from and your roots, but then I think it's again over glamorizing. It doesn't seem to be any kind of in between. What do you feel about that?
I feel like the censorship is gone because, like I said before, it was artist development, it was artist training. So you would like I felt like at some point in time, they did some wild shit on TV. Excuse my language, and it spiked. It spiked ratings. And they're like, oh, this is what the puppets or this is what the people want to see. This is what we're going to give them. And ever since that one moment, we've been like kind of messed up. I don't know what moment it is, but sex and all that been selling. But now it's like porn on your phone. Like, it's like porn on your phone. If I'm scrolling down TikTok, all the girls doing this.
What is that?
What's that? I don't know that dance where they be hitting their hips and I'll be like, what the hell is that? And I'll be sitting there like, yo, like I said, attention is the new currency. I tell people that all the time.
Yeah. So did anybody watch the BET Awards? What were your thoughts? What were your impressions about the BET Awards? We want to know. I didn't watch it. And I usually watch those award shows and stuff, but this year I was just like, I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired of it.
And Game of Thrones was on. Crazy. Like, what was it?
Right. That,
I mean, in the words of my mother, House of the Dragon. My mother said I sound stupid telling people Game of Thrones was on. It's a whole nother show. Because I always correct my mother and she get mad. So she get that one thing to correct me with. Yeah, no more class. All I seen that from my clips of the BET Awards, all I seen was ass. Just like if I'm looking at my phone.
Thick Milkshake said they're ratchet, no more class. And like Rosé, I agree because I saw some of the outfits and I was, wow. We used to dress up. We used to get dressed up and glammed up to go to these events. And it kind of reminded me of Live Fest. So Rosé and I are streamers with the Meetme group, and we went to Live Fest, and they had the award ceremony night. And Rosé was in a suit, I was in a gown, and we went and we were dressed up. And they had people there in beachwear, like shorts, t-shirts, like they're going to the beach. And I'm like, how do you in your mind go to an awards ceremony? Yeah.
And not to talk about that, then there's people like I'm gonna tell you something. I told this to Gabe's too. I said when you dress like this, you gotta play the part too. You can't be like they was all like neat. Like if you like you see I'm dressed, I'm comfortable. But what if I put on a suit? I plan to be comfortable, but I plan to be suited. That's the whole point of putting it on. You don't wear that all the time. Well, some people do. You understand? If you don't wear that all the time, you put that on with some class. Like you understand? And that's how I kept it. And I said a lot of people was half naked, all kind of shit. That's the new world.
That part. It was a lot, Eli. It was a lot. Thick said people will never appreciate success until they respect success. And that's the thing too, like bringing it back to live streaming. Live streams is a way for all of us to come together. But the one thing I've noticed is we are hanging out with everybody. You got the CEO hanging out with the janitor, hanging out with the stay-at-home mom, hanging out with the unemployed, hanging out with the homeless, hanging out with the mansion dweller. So there is not, it's not a consistent community or geography. So I think we have to take that into consideration too. There might be people there that have never put on a gown or never put on a suit, right? So they might not know what to do.
The only thing why you still on Live Fest? The only thing, Live Fest was cool. Don't get it twisted. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people, a lot of energy, all that. Only thing I like about Live Fest is they should have had an event where there was no streaming. Like where people actually, this is like you understand, like no care, nothing. They make it exclusive so people. I mean, you can stream on days, but it should be one thing at the event where there's no streaming. Because if it's a live community and you're trying to bring people together, right? When you do get people together, they're still not together because they like this. You see, when I was there, I was talking to people. I was quiet. You understand? But if somebody wanted to talk to me, I was willing to meet them. Like even just now, sorry, not real quick. Just now when my cousin came her girlfriend had her phone. Me and my cousin put our phones away. She was like, "Y'all want to take pictures? We outside." I'm like, "I don't got my phone. Like, I'm chilling with my cousin. I don't need the phone." Like, basically that. Lucas, what's up?
I think it's a tricky thing because I was one of the people that was always on my phone at Live Fest, but I had a lot of people in my stream community, my family that could not be there. So they wanted me to stream so they could feel like they were there. So for some of us, we had to stream the whole event. Like I actually didn't take a lot of pictures because my phone was being used to stream. So I couldn't take a lot of pictures. I was streaming the whole time, but I understand what you're saying. There could be an
I'm
event.
not.
There could be an event where you spend an hour just check your phones at the door, make it like where you have to leave your phones at the door and then go in and actually communicate or whatever.
That's all. I mean,
Right.
I understand. I'm not saying people should have been streaming. I'm just saying to make a event something to bring all these people together and then actually have them not together, it's kind of weird. I mean, it's a little weird to me. That's all. One event would have sufficed, but I understand. I understand from your space and from where you at and your family and all that.
Yeah, because it was a
But
business event for me. So I was treating it like I'm at a business event. But I wouldn't have mind. Like I did have conversations like Rosé. I did have conversations with people. And one thing that stuck out to me was there are a lot of live streamers that don't know how to have a conversation in public. There were a lot of people there that I tried to strike up a conversation with, and they really didn't know how to have human to human interaction. That was kind of scary, like, yeah, like you're so great on screen, but when it comes to real life, you're quiet or introverted or having anxiety just having a conversation. And I was like, that's interesting. Yeah, that did happen. By the way, I'm gonna copy Chris Casper. Rumor bust. I did talk to the admin of one of these apps, POF or Meetme. I did talk to the admin, and it is a rumor at this time that Plenty of Fish and Meetme are getting back together. I know that rumor was circulating for a while, and people were saying this is what's happening. But as of right now, from what the admins have told me on both sides, it is not true. So that is our rumor bust of the day.
then they say when they was breaking up, the first time, it was the first time where it was a rumor going around. Chris Casper came on the show and said, "No, we're not breaking up," and then they broke up this April.
Could be, could be.
So
So
you know,
we'll see. I just like there's so many rumors that go around on the app. So when my Lotus Lounge family brings me the rumors, I like to go straight to, as they say, the horse's mouth, right? I like to go to the horse's mouth and be like, hey, what's going on? I just want to know so I can prepare myself. But I was told from both sides that this is not happening. So I mean, we'll see. It's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. But I don't want anybody to freak out if you're or get excited if you were hoping for the two apps to come back. Thank you, Kyle. All right. Is there any other topic you guys want to talk about for the rumor mill? I know we had like a short list of topics this week, but besides the
I,
election
I,
and the BET Awards,
I can ask you a question. I can ask the rumor question. It's concerning the BT Awards. If y'all want, I can ask this one question.
okay.
How did y'all feel about all? I mean, it was nice, but all women did the tribute to Usher. Like Usher had a lifetime achievement award. I think Tiana Taylor, Kiki Palmer, Lotto, Victoria Monet, they all performed Usher's like, timeless classics and stuff. I mean, it was good, but I think they could have had one man in it. I don't know, just say.
When I see things like that happen, I always think there's some sort of politics behind the scenes we're not aware of. So that to me, the lack of male support was a huge thing to me because it told me there's something else going on here that we don't know. And we just you know, maybe it'll come out in the future. That's the way I took it.
Okay. That's all. That's all. That's it for the show today. Yo, listen, y'all, real quick. If y'all hear Beverly Hills Cop is out, if you ain't got nothing to do tonight, go watch that.
Facts. And then we will not be having a show next week because Rosé
Yeah.
is going back to the Big Apple. So next week we will not have a show, but that should give us enough time to get topics for the following week. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to the RUMA Mill. We hope you enjoyed it. Please, again, leave comments, hit that subscribe on the podcast. It is free. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye, guys.